What is up, legends? We are back in Chaos Real Nightmare. So, what I want to do is I want to talk about my daily routine because I got a question. I told you guys when you guys give me questions and I can answer it in the video and help a lot of people, we just gonna do that. And the question was, is how is my account? All my characters are built like I have 60s and partner 60s and everything else like that. Um, I notice like I really do be watching people. Like I look at Twitter, I look at Reddit. I don't always speak on all of those, and I look at Twitch. And there's some reoccurring things out there. Now, one reoccurring thing I've said multiple times already is to not waste your time fighting things that like you're punching above your pay grade majority of the time and just wasting your time. And what a lot of people do, um, and I don't think it's even worth doing right now, is they will go into this, like you see my highest I did is 10. I could probably go to 11 if I wanted to push it, but there's no reason to. And the reason why there's no reason to is because you can make insane builds off of a 160 and a 170. Now it could happen. You can rotate in and get yourself high enough to end up getting save value tier 14 is going to be rare, and you're going to waste majority of your resources doing that. There's no reason to do that. You'll be just fine with tier 13, in my opinion. Was that it's like 150, 160, 150 is perfectly fine. You make perfectly fine builds and curb stomp everything currently in the game. I have no, there's no reason for me to go to 170 right now. Your chances of actually succeeding in those dungeons is like 50-50 at best. And this is me watching whales and everybody else, and like you just don't do it very often. You're like in really detrimental things that's gonna be like causing your runs to fail most of the time. These runs cost like you an hour of your day. I am not about to just go into dungeons. Like that's not feasible. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't have a lot of their stuff built, is because you're wasting too much time in here trying to do things that you shouldn't be doing. I know you probably, maybe you watch some whale do it like half the time on some stream or something like that. I want to be that guy. You're not a whale. I'm not a whale. I'm not going to try to be that guy. That's not efficient. Efficient is staying around this realm, which is and I don't even do this. I go back here, which you end up with more favoritive, which is the reason why I just haven't gone, because there's no effing reason to do that. like, what are you doing? You trying to prove something? What are you trying to prove? That you like to be sadistic and to suffer? You dare to suffer? I ain't there to suffer. I'm there to build my account. I ain't got time for that. So I stay in 9, and I would never do this right here. I would never do anything hardened. When the minute I see hardened, I ain't doing it. Because if you, for whatever reason, don't get your deck right, and that monster reaches like maybe wave like 5 or 6, you're not killing it. Like you're just not killing it. It's gonna have so much defense that you'll do like 20 damage per hit, that you just sitting there, and then your stress is mad high, everybody dying, and it ain't worth it. So you see Harden, get up out of there. It ain't worth it. Um, so you want to rotate into something good. You cut this on right here, and again, Fortitude, we out of here. We ain't doing that. This is handleable right here. This is handleable. You head up in there tier, it'll rotate into tier 13. You fine. You just have to beat things fast. And notice that again, if stuff takes too long, and for granted, if you're fighting a boss, that Fury is not gonna do anything for them. However, the attack and health on a boss will. So if they have a one-shot mechanic and you don't have a tank, that's probably gonna be that ass. I'm just saying. Or if you don't have Mika with the overflow shield, that's gonna be that ass. Just gonna have just putting it out there. I have a tank and I got Mika, so I'm good with this. We can get through with this. I have a nice tier 13. You have your I think it's like 150, 160 or something like that. You perfectly fine. Your build is great. You don't have to worry about anything. You can make extremely good. So that's the first thing that I want to get out the way, is for y'all to stop wasting your time in Laboratory Zero, because they have not made it quicker yet. They probably will, but not yet. Keep things reasonable. Just keep them reasonable. You want that tier 13 because you get tier 13. Basically, if you see a T14 that's somewhat handleable right here, then go for it. As long as you can deal with it. If you see hardened, you ain't gonna be able to deal with it. Just telling you now. Just just don't even waste your time doing that. The other thing, as you can see right here, I have just 1060s, one character at a time. That's what I did with each and every one of these characters. Arguably, the only character that's not fully built is Haru because I just stopped. She don't have a build. Potential. This is just where I stopped at when I got her. She does actually have all of this built. She doesn't have any ego because I just got her and got up out of there. So she's the most least built out of all these characters. And again, like I said, one at a time. Each character, I made sure. Okay, we got the partner going on, 60. If you are doing all of your missions and your story mode, like everything that you can do until you get stopped and you can't possibly get through it, kind of like is what it is. Help is coming for that because we're going to have an update soon that's going to allow you to use friends, use their friend characters and get you through things, which is going to make things a whole lot easier because if you don't have a certain element to push through something, you can borrow somebody's. But we can talk about that right after this. Make sure that you are through all of that. Make sure that you have a usable type of build for the character. This is the build that I went with right now. Is more focused overall. Again, I don't get rid of shield cards. I know people that get rid of shield. Fuck that. We're not doing that because that's balance. Like that's balance. I'm sure people are like, oh, you get to spam and blah 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 blah, boring blah. I want my characters that actually have the balance of being able, if you're in a situation where you need to stack shield cards, all three characters can do it. And then you just negate an entire boss hit that would otherwise kill you and then your run's over. Remember, runs take a damn hour? I literally watched this happen on Twitch. I don't care what anybody says. I watch people literally shrink their deck and get collapsed every single day on Twitch. I am not kidding. I could make a collab out of that. Watching people get their ass kicked because they can't defend themselves because they want to be little small ass decks and try to DPS through things, and then something happens or you get a bad run or they nuke your cards and then you just sitting there and then like, sorry chat, like damn it happens, like we'll just start the hell with that. We're not doing that. I'm not even going to teach y'all to do that because that's BS and that's the entirely wrong way to play this game in my opinion. People can debate all they want with that, but I've literally watched for a month and a half this happen to people over and over and over and over and over and over. You're gonna go look into Twitch today and go watch every single person play today, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about, how many runs actually fail. And it fails because they're building their characters incorrectly. You can build something to try to be meta towards DPS, but when that DPS can't DPS, a dead DPS can't DPS, so then what do? You waste an hour of your time? Nah, we ain't doing that. Hashtag 2026, build correctly. So right here, I got her, knocked out. Everything is good to go. This is what I went with. I want to actually, this sword on her is great because she single targets and she gets to actually hit a lot. So you get that agony stack all the time. I went with Moon of Destruction right here for this, just to give her a little bit of AoE. This is like I don't call it the everything build, and I call it bondage, but this is like the everything build. Typically, if you want to go even better than that, did I do it here? Yeah, I went with this right here. This is more towards Oni Hunt. And then super conductive, which is like my favorite item ever, along with the Oni Hunt. You just great. This right here, her cards don't basically cost anything majority of the time, on top of it basically being, and you see I call this one hunting right there. I just didn't roll a lot of the other stuff that I would have liked. This rolled amazing, but I just didn't get all the kind of like the other stuff. I would have preferred to get maybe one more Shadow of Moon or Tsukiyomi or something like that. It just ended up this way. But it's still, this is like a really great deck because she just only hunts so much and goes nuts with it. And like I said, her cards don't basically cost anything. So what I can do is I can blitz more with this and put another character in with her on top of that that doesn't have a lot. So you can put, if you put this together with Sereniel, like it just goes nuts. They just sit there and just spam. Like it's crazy. Both of them together like this is super fun. So if you have both characters and you get like a deck like this, and you get the Sereniel that has this shining core, both of them together like that, like you just, they just die, they faint, it's straight up faint, it's over. It is hilarious. So yeah, but again, one by one. So you see, we're all done. That includes potentials, right? Until like, don't potential stuff that you're not actually gonna use. With her, I don't really use the common cards with her. Eventually, one day, maybe I'll put that to 10. But for right now, it's not really a point to do it because I don't use the common cards with her. And then I would have to use like boss drops, so that on top of that, when I don't really use the common cards with her, I just let I want more of her own deck to get duped than anything. So we just go out of that. Same thing, we went to this one over here again. I don't really use a lot of common cards for her as well, but you know, Max, you want to have an easier time in all of these gacha games. I do this every single gacha game, and people always ask why I'm always at end game with every single gacha game, because I go one character at a time and one element at a time. And what that does is you end up having carry characters in every element. I do that in Etheria. I did that with Epic 7 back in its day. I did that with Wuthering Waves. I do that with HSR. Ouch. I hit my mic. Every single gacha game like this works the exact same way. If you do that do characters one at a time like this, you have a far easier time. And then when they add mechanics on top of all this, you're just straight set because the character's already good. You don't have to worry about anything else. You're great. Memory frags, the same thing. And this game is gold memory frags. You want to do your best. You do not want to farm crazy with memory frags. You want to get of skills, meaning that if I got critical chance, obviously I would like this to be more attack, but that would cost me stamina. And I already have this right now. Like we got 47, which obviously you like it to be a little bit more higher, but we got the critical damage and everything else. We like to have more attack out there. It would cost me more to actually do that. And then on top of that, I have this amazing build right here that ended up really good. As you guys could see, we ended up with Prepare to Subdue a lot right there. So she can just bring it in. We got the Cleave right here. And then I was allowed to get Confiscate, which brings back Forbidden Portrait, and then Overwhelm on top of that. Obviously Overwhelm is, I believe this is a common card, but it doesn't matter because Overwhelm just does mad damage, and she just brings it in. And you got the Superconductive, and then you have Dopamine right here. I would definitely like to get something better right here, but I couldn't get this Prepare to Subdue to come out like that because it gave her a little bit more, again, balance, because now I have the Resolve out there. I take less damage. I have the Retain on the Trickery Strike right here to bring stuff in. We got the Flash Attack bringing in some extra damage right here. Freezing Blade. Obviously I would like this to Epiphany. It didn't happen. We all of this. However, it ended up being so great. She spammed so well AoE wise that I was like, why would I just use this as my farmer? And she murders everything. It's amazing. So I just left it as that. Obviously I would like to just go in and maybe get some epiphanies, but you don't have to if it just does its job. That's what she's supposed to do. She's an AoE unit anyway. She's not really built right now until they give her maybe something that makes her a little bit more towards single target. She can actually do it with this and be relatively fine, but there's no point in actually wasting time and actually doing that. So you just move on. Same thing with Sereniel. We just got right here. This is what I ended up using on her. Bringing in the Forbidden Ecstasy of Violence. Amazing. Maneuvering Fire for early round. Her beginning round, if I had just had Shining Core get that unique initiation, this would be perfect. because she spams so hard like this. If I had just got that along with this maneuver and fire and this violence, this probably is going to be super hard to do again. And then I got the foggy crystal ball along with the superconductive protein again. This is fine the way that it is, so I don't have to worry about that. Magna may not be as crazy as everybody else. But again, Magna 60. Partner, save data. This is okay. I like it. Ended up with the source of forbidden right here. Random effects among cause vulnerable, weaken a pair. Extremely good. You have the left Seaweed armor, which is amazing. When gaining shield, get 30% fixed more shield, and then mutant predator. When the 4 or more cards in hand increase the damage. She's more of a shield and counterattack unit, and she has vulnerable as well. So I just gave her vulnerable things. You guys can see right here to go along with that. Again, you would like a better build along with that, but this works perfectly fine right now. When I get the chance, I'll go back in and redo this, but I'm probably just going to pick the same cards again and try to get more epiphanies out here. We did get some Ice Ball. We got the epiphany right there with the counterattack. All reduce the cost by 1, so it ends up amazing. Ice Fragment, what I'm probably going to do is probably give her superconductive too, because she has too many cards that have 2 points right there. I like her to be a little bit less, and obviously this is just base right here. We have the potential right here, which obviously you want to get all this in. I just haven't done this one yet, but she's probably the next one later on this week that I am going to actually go ahead and actually focus on. But she is in a completely usable state right now. The backup tank behind Amir, because Amir is the main tank that I use. Same thing over here with Orlea. I don't use her more in the DPS set, but again, you know, partner 60 save data. We went nice right here. I would like to get her in a rally. I want to get 2 rallies, but this ended up being really nice, so I just didn't bother. I got the confiscate and the financial therapy, which is just, you know, and then it got the draw 2 on it as well. This ended up okay. We definitely want to get a little bit better on that, and then maybe get superconductive on this, but then this one is actually pretty good with her as well. And then right here, the gluttonous tailcoat. It's actually good, and the attack is just there. I'm probably going to put something else on that. I might even put the grenade that actually nukes everything for damage. That might actually be a better choice and all that, but we'll see. Potential is working the same type of way. You want to make sure that you decide which one that you want to do. What I essentially ended up doing, each individual character is the one characters that I was doing basically at the time, I would go after and do these, because these are boss related, and you're just not gonna have all this done right here because there's not enough boss drops. So that even with them adding the store, we still need like probably like another month or 2 to have all the characters built like that. But you can make all of this useful and built as well. You see, like you can just go ahead and if it's a support unit, you should probably go for the defensive stuff first, and as well as the unique as well. Same thing over here. I was keeping that same mindset for Veronica. Veronica is the character I'm currently making sure that I finish and max out right now. This is who I'm farming, so you see we're well on the way right now. We're in the crit and the crit damage. I got a card right there. I'm going to use that card as soon as I expend stamina today, and then she's going to get her critical damage up. And then I'll head over. I don't even think I have any more. I don't have anything in the store to do this, and I don't have anything boss wise left. So this is just stuck here right now until next week. But we can, yeah, we can do both of these. So I'll end up doing both of these probably today, knocking it out. Same thing over here. This is kind of like my AoE thing right here. The maneuver and fire with her is amazing, because what it does is allow with this to just delete AoE stuff in the beginning, especially if you get a giant ballista with right here. Got the one right here with the ambush bringing in, so she just comes in and just nukes. she is not a character that has a lot of points, so I probably won't use Super the Conductor right here. That'd be kind of like overkill because a lot of the stuff you can actually epiphany into it not costing anything. So there's no, is what it is. And then she has a lot of AoE that she can come down with Giant Ballista, and you know, a lot of her breaking and maneuvering fires like it's amazing with her. So it ends up pretty great. Weakness attack with Skull Bash. Now I more so will be inclined with her on potential to bring her common cards up because I make use of common cards with her more so than anything else. But again, no boss drop, so there's not a lot that I can actually do about that. Fragments, again, we're working on her. She's a character we're taking that on, taking care of this week. So I need to replace this, which I can just go ahead and craft. Like I have plenty of craft. We'll focus. Matter of fact, we just go in there right now. Let's do 5 and see if we can get an attack. I'm just looking for attack. I'm not looking for anything super crazy on it. I just want attack. And we got attack right there on that one. Defense. We're not going to use any of that. All that is going to get fed to something. So we get attack right there. I'll do one more. Or 5 more, rather. One more cycle. Some health right there. Not useful. There's attack again. And then extra damage and damage over time. She don't do damage over time, so that's useless. Defense right there. I didn't even see the last one. So we got these right now. Defense, ego, attack. This is probably the one we're going to use. I'm going to see what this turns into right here. Useless. Regardless of whatever this turns into right here, we're going to use this because it has the extra damage and damage over time. It turned the defense again, dog. Brother. Didn't roll well, but that's fine. You want of stats. You don't want to go too crazy. You just want the of stats. So that's better than this. Definitely way better. Then we got a little bit defense and health, so that helps out as well. Not what I wanted, but it helps out. So we'll change it over. So now she has the 5 right now. All right, so critical damage in the cards. Obviously we want to do better right here, and we can just go ahead and, matter of fact, I am going to dismantle like majority of this stuff, like right in front of you, like right in the process. This is crap. Everything is locked right here. So what about you? Critical chance, and this is going to be extinct. We'll keep that. That's extra damage. Bam. Do this real quick. We don't need void on this. And it's not even rolling anything good. Critical damage right here on a 4 with health on a Seth Scarab. We'll keep that. That might roll into something nice. Attack over here on a 1. On an instant card, critical damage and attack. We'll keep that. Nope. What was this again? Yeah, no. Ego recovery? Nah. Ego recovery again? Nah. And defense on am I gonna need this for anything? Maybe if there's a new tank character, we'll keep that. Health again, damage, defense. It's a flat, don't need it. Flat health, defense, nah. Double attack though on the. We'll keep it. No. 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 No, it's instinct, and then that's a damage instinct. That's not really gonna help what I got right now, so no. Void. Defense on a void attack card, nope. Defense on order damage, nope. Health on HP, keep. Got some critical damage on it too. Attack on the critical damage along with damage over time and defense. That would have. I'm gonna keep it just to make sure. Justice damage. Justice is blue, isn't it? And that's order green, so no. Critical damage on a void. Has some ego, flat attack, and defense. That might roll into something good. Order damage on instinct, no. Instinct rather. Judgment on justice on void, nope. Order damage right here, no. Justice on this. Critical damage, extra damage, and defense, yes, keep it. Attack, flat attack, and defense on attack, we'll keep it. Maybe it'll be usable. Void damage on attack, we'll keep it, maybe. Critical chance on void, keep. Health on attack, well, just in case. Critical chance on this health, no. That's enough. I'll do the rest later. That brings in, so we were on this one and trying to see if we can roll this in. I'm doing this in front of you in practice so you can see where it's at. You know, again, daily routine. Instinct damage. That might be interesting. Passion. Critical damage. Void damage right here. Instinct damage. And order damage again. This is all passion, so I don't even... Wait, did we get a passion one? We did. And it was critical damage. What? You can always do one so you can find out what the last one is. Oh, it rolled the extra damage. That might actually be good. I want the crit though. All right, we're gonna gamble. I'm gambling all the rest of this. I don't have actually. Yeah, I don't. It's whatever. Passion with damage over time and extra damage. Injustice, black. Oh. There we got the crit. We got attack on it. Might be a thing. Might be a thing. Where that though? Oh, flat attack. But I need you to roll that crit chance. Brother, it's not gonna roll on the crit chance, yo. It's just not, yo. It's just not. Oh, it did. Give me another one. Hey. That's slightly better than what I had. Slightly better. I would rather that been attack percent, but I'll take it. Now we're at 56% with the crit damage. So now we need crit damage stuff. So that's just what I'm doing right now. Like again, I'm focusing on that right now. If I want to use my stamina to actually go ahead, well, I'm not, because I'll use my stamina tomorrow or maybe later on the day, because we need to finish out the potential. So then I would just head in and then knock that out potential wise. But you need to go over here. We need to do the crit chance first. So then that's going to be 58%. So she's going to be close to 60 right now. She's going to be sitting pretty. Sitting pretty. I don't have any dupes for her, but that's fine. She's a little happy girl. And then you figure out if you want to gamble. If you want to gamble, or you just move on to the next character. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to move on to the next character. If we're being 100% honest, maybe I'll gamble a little bit right here and see if I can get another critical chance on this, and then get some like DPS stats right here. This is critical damage right here. That's Haru's piece though, and this is all blue, so what the hell with that. So yeah, and you just go on like that. That's literally all you have to do. That's all you have to do. So hopefully that will help you out. I know that was wordy and talking, but you know, we kind of like had to do that. You kind of do what you. Ooh, we just got more to gamble with right there. See if we can get another piece. Head over in. You have all of this right here that you can knock out. So obviously I need potential. So I'm just going to head in with the double drops and knock out the potential and get that. So that's going to be crazy good. Knock this out real quick. I think we're going to be, yeah, we're heading into over here, just cleaning all this up. I think this should be better. That should be better. All right, make sure I knock that out. We have mail, don't we? And let me do Arc City real quick. Where we at in Arc City? Maybe I'll summon. Because I think we have the 1,000 currency, don't we? Oh, and then we got this too. So I'm going to be over cap stamina. That's fine though. But you can skip this. It don't take that long, but still, I gotta look at it. It's bad long. Also, whatever character you're focusing on, for the most part, you definitely want to make sure that she's that person is getting all of the affinity, because those stats add up. Up to 15 right here. So extra defense. No, it's only one defense, but again, that all adds up. Give me that. He's already maxed, but it's okay because again, we're trying to get that affinity up. Let's see, we've got another item to send. Give me that. Make sure also that you knock all that out. Let's get this extra stat right here. Give me that. Extra 3 health. I'll take it. Okay. Policy wise, let's knock this out. And of course, put whatever character. Like, I almost force it, but put whatever character you want to focus on as far as you know, getting their affinity up. Not going to help happiness at all. So I'll just do this and get more points. This is helping happiness. So now we're at the S right here. This is going to drop it. Blah. Over here, we're going to just get stuff, and we're going to get crystal. So we're going to get universal certificate and a policy right here. This is the index. We don't care about that. I'll just take the certificate. Yeah, all of this is just net positive at this point. And then of course, facility wise, you can kind of like just do what you want at this point. Most people who played in the beginning, like, I just went all the way to the end and I started unlocking all this. So because that helps when you, like, you know, obviously we need to start doing as many as we can with her to get all her stuff out. We already got her up to 20. Then we got an extra piece on that. Again, all stuff is going to Veronica, so I'm not going to give it to her. I just got Malin. We send her. All right, we'll do this. Remember, I didn't do that yet. So now she's up to 20 now. Extra 3 attack. You can definitely use some attacks. So now she's 5 or 7. We got Magna right there, but all the time, every day, all day. Like, she's already maxed, but we pushing her regardless. 25. Let's go. Extra health. And then you have the no shop, so you knock out everything that you want to knock out in here. I'll take the key. Got 7 keys now. We'll take this. And being that I am already on, I don't care about doing this. I don't ever need units, like, ever. Like, so we don't need to worry about that. Being that, so I was actually gonna click the summons and I got kicked the hell out. The game was like, "What you doing here? Bye." So I was like, "Oh, okay, like that's how you feel, game." I'm just gonna do this to do this one time, just one time. That's it. I like ignore the Protos store altogether. I know some people was like, "Oh, are you wailing?" I'm like, "Sir, don't be wailing around here." Um, the reset. So yeah, I'll do 20 in hope. We got 20 in hope. And that's what we do around here because it's the reset. So it's always 20 in hope. Oh, I can do this too and save. Give me that passion. Who am I doing after her? Orlea. Oh, that sounds bad. You know what I mean? But normally I just do I get all of these because I'm gonna need them. So stamina save. More for Veronica. I ignore the hell out of the rest of this. Oh, we got another, but that's gonna make me not be able to pick up. I can't get that. Can't get that yet. I think I need one of these cards right here. And then I have these, and I don't need a building character right now. How many do I have of these? It's 6, so it's not even gonna matter. I'm debating because it'll be a major stamina save if I just do this. I'm just gonna stamina save. Yeah. What are these? I didn't even notice these there. This is how not Abi just okay. It's cool for the whales. I'm saying. All right, so we're back up to 15. And then we have over the course of the next 7 days, we're gonna get 10 summoned. I already picked up that already. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna do 20 here, and it's gonna be down to 46. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna do 10. I'm just gonna do 10. See you later. Give me another one. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Oh, I almost had a heart attack, yo. I almost had a heart attack. See you later. I'm doing it. Hold up. I'm doing it. I probably shouldn't do it, but I'm doing it. It's barely going to cost me anything anyway. Hey. And I ain't coming back in here for another month. We out here. I gotta play the lotto. Where the lotto site at? Hold up. Yeah, y'all think I'm kidding. I haven't seen Lucas in a minute. Yeah, I cannot get Amir to save my life. They will not do it, yo. Oh, wow. That's just the thing. Cesaro said, hold the beer. You know, that's the second time in a row on this banner she came out. 2 in a row, yo. My 2 strongest units catching dupes. Alright, well, we're done with that now. Apply haste? Nah, let me not even look at that. I don't think I ignored that one. I did not know I'm up to 4, yo. Are we for real? We for real, yo? 2 more? This lady is already broken. That's what we doing? That's what we doing? I'll take that extra currency. Alright, so Sereniel, we're just done. We're not doing anything. You get no more summons, lady. You're an expensive date. You are an expensive date. You're getting all of this. Did you know that? You're getting all the gifts. All of them, right now. Almost 20. What's your other one? Handwritten, nightmare, repelling. Okay. Majority of them you get when you go on a date with them, so that's fine. Okay, so that's all I got for you guys this video. I just wanted to go in and just kind of like chill, let you guys know what I do and how we go about going through things, and well, how I go about oh, that actually made him 6 now. But I'm so mad, the 4-star that I use the most, this game will not give me it. Let's see, this is who's on the bottom right here. Probably gonna stay on the bottom a long ass time, because I don't actually need them. Same thing with Melee, she's gonna be down here forever. I like, cause I like, you got Sereniel now. Like, I get like, why would I do that? Like, there's no point in me doing that right now. And then I got Veronica, and I have more use for Veronica. Going through things. And I know somebody had asked, why would I not stop everything and build Malin? Is Veronica is easier, and you probably saw Zox do it. Veronica and Amir are easier to use as point characters because they have the ability to make their cards unique, and they still work. I could take away Amir and Veronica's cards, and they literally are like a dead space, but they still work. Like, Veronica will still pretty much draw cards and use her ballista, and you can just leave her like that and she'll be useful, and she just works. And but she'll be one you'd be like 4 to 5 less cards that you have to deal with and duping, which makes it easier to actually do builds. And you can do the same thing with Amir. You can take Amir's cards away until she has like 3 cards left, and then there's less things, and then you can also make stuff unique as well. A lot of characters, their stuff is harder to make unique. Like, you very rarely get it. Like, you can't really do that with Ren. It becomes problematic. Renault is problematic. Yeah, so then you could just take away. So if I put Veronica and Mika, or Amir and Mika, I could take away all 3 of them, like take their cards and have like, well, not all 3 at the same time. That'd be useless. But having 2 of them together will mean that the one character who's the DPS character, whether it be Cesaro, Yuki, or Sereniel, or if it's Veronica, you want to use her that way, or Haru, or Ren, or Renoa, or anybody. If you're using the melee, you can actually go ahead in and make it easier to build the characters. Like, you know, it just is what it is. Poor Ren, man. One day, she just got left in the cold, unfortunately. Like, maybe next week I'll get to her and get her to 60, because she does have like her up to 55, and Douglas is up to 50. And like she does have like a little bit right here, but I got Ren like 2 days before I got to Zaru, like 2 or 3 days left. So I was building her, and then I got to Zaru, and I was like, like, oh. And then I got Rendoa after I got Zaru. So I just happen to like her and put her at 50, but she's definitely not built at all. So, you know, kind of like is what it is. See you guys next video. Good luck. Hopefully all of this helped you. I tried to talk and say as much as I do right here. I probably am going to be streaming this in 2026. So no, we'll see. I kind of don't want to stream me just going through runs because everybody's doing that and I like to do stuff different. So we'll see when the new content comes. I'm definitely going to be probably out here doing that, and you're probably going to see a wall of 60s all done by that time. Hopefully you're doing that too, because I'm judging. I see level 50s in people accounts. I just am. Peace. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.